Hey there, Griever gang. Welcome to the first episode of the Griever Sessions. I interview Komorebi Sounds on this episode, and it was an absolute blast. We got to talking for about an hour and 40 minutes. I cut it down to about an hour, cut the fat of the conversation, because there were a lot of technical issues that happened, as you will be made very well aware during the viewing of this video. So let me know if this is something you guys want to see more of. All right, I'll see you at the end. You know what I've just realised? Because we did kind of introduce, and then my audio stuffed up.
So
Um,
people don't. We're just having a chat.
yeah, we're just having a chat, and nobody knows who you are. Do you want to just quickly introduce yourself for the camera?
No,
No. Go on. Yes, and
I'm
let's go.
yes. And oh, sorry, improv. Let
Yeah,
me go
yeah,
get
yeah.
my chilies. Hold on one second. I'll
Oh,
be right
that's
back.
right. Yeah. You're right. You're right.
I'm Como. I'll do this to camera.
Yeah, yeah,
I'm
yeah.
Como. Hi. I have a channel called Komorebi Sounds. We're coming up on our year mark in 10 days, so I'm excited
Really?
about that. Yeah, gonna do a stream of some sort. I think as a commemoration of that.
Yep.
But just a cute little channel. We do some music. We do some covers of. Started out doing Final Fantasy 8.
Yep.
Then we moved on to Final Fantasy 7. And I've sprinkled in some other things in there too. Like I did some Clear Obscure
Yeah.
Expedition 33.
I love that bloody game. Oh my god. Like no,
It changed me
yeah, same. Because
fundamentally.
yeah, because here's the thing, right? The name Griever for me, you would have recognized it immediately. It came straight from Final Fantasy VIII, and
And they love Final Fantasy 8.
yeah. And they absolutely loved Final Fantasy VIII. And the interesting thing for me, as I was playing through it, I felt the influence. Like I could feel it, um, especially with certain music choices that were made, and the kind of areas that they were in, because um, so that people know, I came across your channel because I suffer from a bit of anxiety, that sort of thing, and I listen to a lot of music in the background whenever I'm on the computer because it helps me function. And the first thing that I saw of yours was it Balam Garden with rain sounds, or like a or something like
Yeah, I
that?
think that's probably one of them. I don't know how many I've done now, but I could even pull it up here. Let's see. I think there is a Balam Garden hour-long version
Yeah,
probably
I think it was right. I'm pretty sure the image was Squall
on a
at a
dock sort of
desk
thing
at
or a
no at
desk.
a
Oh, oh,
desk.
oh, oh.
I'm pretty sure it may
So
have
yeah,
been like a
that
um.
that one is the most popular one.
Oh
Yeah,
right,
it's
okay,
long, relaxing FF8 music with rain sounds. Yeah.
that's it.
And funnily enough, this is still the one that most people come back to and have like in their playlists and stuff.
Yeah,
But it only has a few songs on it, and then it just repeats them
yeah,
one
yeah,
time. So
yeah,
there's each song twice.
yeah,
And yeah, the ones I've put out more recently have significantly more songs.
yeah.
But yeah, still people love that one. They come back to it, and
Mm,
more power to them. I got no complaints
absolutely.
about that.
Oh, for sure.
But yeah, so Clear Expedition. I threw in some people are gonna get mad at me for how I say it, but Dan to Dan.
Oh
That's
yeah,
an
yeah.
anime. I
Yep.
did one song from there as a kind of a teaser tester, and I just do that type of stuff. I love doing dark, moody, kind of ambient, ethereal video game covers in my own little style.
Yeah.
And yeah,
Yeah, that's
that's
right.
what my channel is.
Yeah, because after that, because I'd subscribed, and then the another one that came up that I really took to, and I still listen to it, is The Oath, the kind of darker version that you've done of The Oath, and
That one might be my favorite.
I don't blame you because that is brilliant. Like it's so good to just kind of
Thank you.
have in the background, and it is so
Thank you.
brilliantly done. So for those who are watching, Final Fantasy VIII was the reason I got into music, and the reason for it is because I was watching. I was playing the game. I was about 7 years old, and the whole time I'm going, I'm feeling the emotion, but there's no voice acting here. What's going on? And then I realized that it was the music that was driving that emotion and driving that story, and that's what started my kind of journey into it. And
I loved that music. Like I'm probably going to pronounce his name wrong, but Nobuo Uematsu, the way that he writes is just it's next level stuff, you know. And
It's really something. And I my experience kind of mirrors yours, to be honest. So I played when I was, I think, around 7 or 8 years old. Um, we actually, I had no exposure to Final Fantasy. I didn't
yep,
know anything about it. This was circa 1999, 2000, and I don't know if Australia has an equivalent, but Blockbuster Video
yeah. Oh,
at the
we
time.
had Blockbuster, yeah,
Good,
yeah,
good. So same thing. So we went to Blockbuster, and now you could rent video games from there.
yep,
And so I was just wandering the aisles, and I saw this thing that had like some cool characters on it, and I saw that it had 4 discs. I was
yeah,
like, "Whoa,
yeah.
I've got to try this
What
out!"
4 discs?
Because 4 discs,
Yeah,
that's crazy. That was I had never seen anything like that before.
yeah,
And so we rented it, and a week, after a week, I'm like, "Oh man, there's no way." I was figuring it out,
yeah,
and I was hooked. And
yeah,
so we took it back because week-long rental.
yeah.
And when we took it back, I don't remember the exact sequence of events, but they were like, "Hey, do you want to buy this? Like, we're trying to get rid of it." And so my
Right,
mom bought it for me,
of course,
and
yeah. Oh,
it
brilliant.
really was like, how much emotions can an 8-year-old connect with text? So
Yeah,
the music really did tie that in and
absolutely.
seared itself.
Yeah, absolutely. Like there's moments now where because I run D&D games, like I dungeon master D&D games, and I'll use music from that game because there's
Mm,
music for every circumstance, every emotional driven thing. There's music for it, and it's
absolutely.
so good.
What would you say was your favorite track? Not that I've done, but just your favorite Final Fantasy VIII track.
The landing.
Mm.
100%, and it's only used twice in the game, which really upsets me because like
Now the first time is obviously in Dalit. When's the
yes.
second time?
So they skip the opening section, like the heartbeat section, but your where is it?
Lunatic Pandora? And you're crashing into
No.
that?
Oh, maybe actually. It may be, but or it may be, oh actually no,
Or
sorry.
when
When you are playing as Zell running through Esther, I believe. I could be wrong. That might be the mission, actually, now that I think about it. But it's one of those sequences where it's like tense as hell and
only plays twice throughout the
twice,
game,
yeah.
and so it's significant.
Yeah, absolutely. And
And you can't replay those moments that it happens either, I'm guessing.
no,
Yeah,
no, no. It's
yeah.
definitely those timed sort of things. But yeah, eight has always been so close to my heart since then. And it's not actually my copy either. It's my brother's copy. My brother got it for Christmas that year that it came out, and I watched him play it a little bit, and I went, "Well, I'm gonna play that. That looks really cool," and not
Just, I mean,
realizing
as
there
far
was
as the
more.
weapon choices in the games too are so cool.
Yeah,
I mean, some of them are a little bit I don't really care about Quistis's whips or anything, but
yeah, that is
his
what it is.
swords are
But
so cool.
yeah, absolutely. And
I've got a big, a life-size version of the sword, the
really,
Gunblade. Yeah, just because it was on eBay, and I paid like $12 for it, but it's metal.
really, what?
So
No way.
I'm not joking. Here, you're gonna see me reaching over, but
Yeah, you're up.
so I thought it was this.
Okay, like, yeah, like a little keychain thing.
This is what I don't know metric, but this is maybe 5 inches, 6 inches or something, right? Seven
Yep.
inches at most. And when I was looking on eBay, this listing said it was that length, you know. And so I was
Right.
like,
Yeah.
okay, fine. I'm willing to put down $5 as a bid. And so I put down $5 as a bid, and then with shipping, it came out to like $12 USD.
Yeah.
And when it arrived, this huge box was on my doorstep, and it was the
It's
life size one.
full size gunblade for essentially $5. That's insane. Because we could never get anything like that here. If anything that was metal that was like that got delivered here to Australia, it would 100% be taken by customs. Like,
Yeah.
I remember when fidget spinners were like a huge thing. I ordered one that was in the shape of a ninja star. Nah, it didn't get through customs.
Really?
Yeah, 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 yeah.
I thought they would like you guys to have more weapons because of all the giant insects you got down
Oh,
there.
you know what? See, we say this as well. We need shotguns, not pistols, shotguns. Because
Yeah.
so they, all around the world, they'll joke about the spiders and stuff that we have, but we've recently discovered a new species, which
You guys got to stop
I
that.
know, I know. So they have no joke. I'm not lying when I tell you this. They have called it the Newcastle Big Boy. The Newcastle Big Boy, which Newcastle is only like a couple of hours from where I am, and it is 7 meters in no, 7 meters, 7 inches in diameter, which it comes out to about that
Yeah.
big. That's
That's
including
disgusting.
including leg span and everything. But
Yeah.
and then after they'd measured it, I think from what they were saying, they realized that was the male that they found. The females would have to be bigger in order for that to make sense, based upon the other huntsman spiders like huntsman species that we have. The females would be bigger, so it's like I don't want to be anywhere near there. And it was really kind of funny because the day that we found out that, like, the day that it was publicized, I was in Newcastle. And then I found out about it, and I'm there going, I need to get out. Like, I need to go home. I don't want to
That's
be here.
awful. Literally, we had a spider in our house last night, and
Yeah.
it was, something
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah,
And
yeah, yeah.
that was the biggest one I've seen here in a long time.
Right.
And it got my heart fluttering a little bit. I'm not
Yeah.
gonna lie. The thought of having a pancake or
Yeah.
a small vehicle's wheel
Yep.
rolling at me does
Yeah.
not sound
Well,
fun.
well, that's the thing. With those ones that are that big, harmless.
Right, that's what I hear. I don't believe it.
No,
I think that's the big spider propaganda. That's not real. That's fake news.
I agree with you. Another one that I believe, I don't believe vampires are allergic to garlic. I think they're seasoning us. I think they want us to eat garlic so that we're being seasoned at that point. But but no, because
I was just thinking I should come to Sydney too. I was like, wow, it sounds so nice out there. Actually, I don't check this often, but I checked my Spotify
Yeah.
analytics, and the city with the most viewers
Yeah.
or listeners on Spotify,
Sydney.
Sydney.
Yeah. Wow. Okay.
So I was like,
That's really
if I ever
interesting.
go down to Sydney, I'll have a small dozen people or whatever
Yeah.
to hang out with. But if you got spiders and stuff, I don't know, man. Can
That's
you
right.
protect me?
Yeah, 100%. If you come down, I will take you to all of the places that don't involve them.
No Newcastle big boys.
No,
Okay? Even though that's what they called me in high school.
we'll steer. We'll steer very clear of Newcastle. But anyway, yeah, we have digressed a lot here. But so you were saying that your channel's coming up to a year.
Yes, almost a year now, and I mean, I could tell you, but people could also look it up. I've got something like 50 videos. I
Yeah.
don't know. And it's the most recent one I did, which I had a lot of fun with,
Yeah.
was To Xanarkand, my first Final Fantasy X
Yeah.
cover.
Okay. Yep.
And
Great
had a
piece of music,
lot
by
of
the way.
fun. It's beautiful. I
Yeah.
love that song, and I've known for a while that was on the horizon for me.
Yep.
But honestly, it's really difficult for me to get into the mindset of touching these pieces of music, and because they're so good already, I'm like, okay, there's a lot of imposter syndrome. Like
sure.
I want to do something that's transformative enough that I'm not just strictly ripping off the original work,
Yep.
but also something that is a little bit different than what's already out there, because there's a lot of people doing covers of music.
For
And
sure.
they're doing it really well.
Yeah.
And so when I started this, I think my first one was Fisherman's Horizon, which was my favorite
Sure.
song from Final Fantasy VIII.
Yeah. Right.
And I was just doing like a horn version of it.
Yep.
Because I got this, pulling the curtain back a little bit, I got this.
Oh, wonderful! I've always wanted to muck around with one of those. I've just never had the funds to do so.
This is the main, yeah, it's pricey. This is the main driving force behind the music that I do, because of the expression you can add on to the music. And so I was just dinkering around on it. with the melody of Fisherman's Horizon,
Yep.
and I put the song together, and I just listened to it on my own. I wasn't planning on doing a YouTube or anything like that,
Yep.
but I found myself listening to it, you know, more often than it's one of those things like, can you listen to your own music? That's
Yeah.
weird, right? But I was listening to Fisherman's Horizon decently regularly, and I was like, you know what?
Why
I've
not?
started a couple YouTube channels before. I could try this and do like a Final Fantasy VIII cover thing, and so I did that, and then did a couple more songs, and got too excited and released them all in like the same day because I couldn't wait. Even though I was like, I'm gonna space them out, you
Yeah.
know. And the channel did really well for the first 6 months. It kind of blew up.
Yeah.
I was getting a lot of views, and at the beginning of the year, it turned down a lot, but I still get way more views than.
Yeah.
I mean, you think about
Yeah.
2,000 people in a room
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
listening to your stuff in a day.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Because
Crazy.
I think the biggest one on my channel at the moment's around the 500,000 mark, and it was me reacting to a gentleman by the name of Dimash, and phenomenal vocalist. And like you think about that sort of thing, like even with yours, that's got like, did I see like 240 odd thousand for the
It's somewhere around there.
yeah, like that's a lot of people. That's like stadium arenas type big. Like that's kind of when you put it into perspective like that, it's like crap.
I did the math once,
Yeah.
and this is probably sounding conceited, but I hope it doesn't come off too conceited. I did the math once on how long one person would have to sit to like for the watch hours, the channel
Yeah.
lifetime watch hours, and it's years and years and years of someone just sitting there watching a screen sort of thing. Not
Yeah.
that that's what people do, but
No, of
just the
course.
amount of time that people have spent listening to my songs,
Yeah.
or I even struggle to call them my songs because I'm just covering Nobuo.
Oh, for sure.
But the amount of time that people have spent on my channel is crazy.
Yeah.
It's mind-boggling. There's only, but there is, if anyone wants to search it out, there is one song on my channel that is an original, and
Mhm.
I think eventually I want to do more of that.
Yeah.
But at the moment, I am happy with what we've got going on. It's fun.
Yeah.
I'm doing Final Fantasy X,
Yep.
but I'm probably going to do a couple songs for Final Fantasy X. I've been bouncing around a lot more. Like I did Kingdom Hearts a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
I did, like I said, Dan to Dan just recently.
Yep.
Claire Obscure just
Yep.
before that. So I'm bouncing around a lot, and I do have a couple more Final Fantasy VIII songs planned.
Yep.
But those ones I'm finding to be pretty challenging. The ones I have left.
I'm not surprised because I was actually going to say it because I'm trying to think of the ones that you haven't done, and like there's like the Extreme. Have you done the Extreme?
You know, I can probably pull something up as a cute little preview. I have worked
Ooh.
on. So I have worked on the Extreme.
Yeah.
I've worked on time compression or compression of time.
Sure. Yeah.
I've worked on Maybe I'm a Lion.
Okay.
So all those hard-hitting end of
Yep.
game songs, I've tinkered with them.
Yeah.
And the one that I'm the furthest away from having anything usable on is Maybe I'm a Lion.
Sure.
I've started that song over so many times.
I can only imagine. Yeah.
It's been a lot of fun. Let me see if I can pull this up.
Yeah.
But yeah, I've started that one a few times. But the one that I've probably got going the best is the Extreme.
Sure. Because the Extreme is one of those ones
Get-
where
if I-
it's emotionally again, like it just is this culmination of where the game has gone from start to finish, and it hits hard.
It really does. Maybe if I share my screen, it would actually.
Yeah. Then the
I'm
audio
worried
would
about
come
the
through.
audio routing, but maybe I can try that. Let's see.
That'll be okay. I can try some things my end, and we'll work it out from there. But
Yeah, sorry to throw a wrench in it.
no,
Let's
that's
see.
all right. That's not a problem at all because I can still take what's here and then crop it and whatnot, and just not show the screen. But actually, I might show the screen because Logic is fun.
Yeah, I mean, you can. I'm fine. There's nothing secret on here, so.
Yeah, fair. We'll work it out anyway. We'll work it out in post.
Fix it. We're doing it live.
We're doing it live.
We're doing it live,
Doing it live.
dude. Bill, Bill Riley. What a crazy.
I love that
All
video
right,
so much. Anyway, yeah,
But as long as you can hear it, that's what counts.
yeah, for sure.
So whenever you want me, whenever you want to restart, I can
yeah,
get that going.
whenever you're ready, dude.
All right. So this is the preview of a test for the Extreme, I had the thought to do like an all guitar version of it, acoustic guitar.
Yeah.
Um, and this is how it usually goes: is I'll spend a couple hours working on something, and then I'll be like, you know what, I need to see if someone else has done this yet. And so then I went onto YouTube,
Yep.
the Extreme guitar, and there's a fella on there who has done an electric guitar version of the Extreme with nothing but guitars, and
Really?
it is impossibly good. He's
Yeah.
so good at guitar. I shouldn't touch a guitar, you know? So I
Fair
haven't
enough.
worked on this since. To be perfectly honest, I haven't touched it since.
I will give it a little caveat here too, because being done through Black Hole on a Mac and then through Discord,
It probably has a weird.
it probably is going to have some form of weird warping to it. So for those watching, please just keep that in mind. Obviously, it will sound much, much nicer when it's actually uploaded.
If
If
is good. Okay,
sorry,
here we go.
if is good, if is good.
Okay, I'm gonna start it. But again, this is real rough. This is just an idea that
That's
I had.
okay.
Here we go.
I've got goosebumps already. I love it.
Dude, I wish I could hear it. So I could at least be like, oh yeah, this part's happening.
Yeah.
I have no idea. Yeah, I used. Hopefully people don't mind. I'm talking over it. I used a couple of different acoustic guitars, and I think I used my mandolin too.
Oh,
which
right.
I'm not a mandolin player, but I have one. So. Hearing my hammering. It's gonna get real messy here in a second. 'Cause
That's
this is
alright.
where I stopped. But
Yeah, that's all good.
okay, I guess.
If you want to pause it there, it's totally fine.
It's fine. You can hear what this is supposed to be doing.
Well, it gives people a good look into
Yeah, the
how
process.
it works. Yeah.
So this part is the fun part. I actually got one of these for my birthday a while ago, I think last year.
Yep.
This is called an EBO.
Mhm.
And let me go ahead and stop sharing my screen.
Yeah, that's all good. That sound for a start, that sounds pretty freaking.
Thank
awesome,
you.
Man. The Extreme is one of those pieces that it's hard to replicate, and it's even harder to really do something different because it's so good. Like,
Well, and I had started the landing as well. And, you
okay.
know, I didn't get far. That is probably the most likely next one I will do.
Yeah.
Is the landing.
See, my thing was, so back when I was in high school, I had a lot more faith in my abilities than what I really deserved, and I like for one of my high school assessments, they were like, "Oh, we got to do a Viva Voce," which for those who don't know, it's like an assessment where you listen to a piece of music and you write down all of the aspects to it and really break it down to a fundamental level, like keys and timings and all that sort of thing. And I played it for one of my teachers, and she looks me dead in the eyes and goes, don't do it. Why is that? And she's like, there's so much going on. There's no way you're pulling that whole thing apart. She was right. She was very right. But yeah, the landing is absolutely incredible. But the Extreme gives me that similar sort of vibe. Like going into like especially with that original track of the recurring sound and the recurring vocal of the Fithos Lusek Wigos Ivosek or whatever it is, and the way that it's warped, like
Yeah.
it's as part
They
of like the
sampled it
game.
and stretched it and
Yeah.
did some fun stuff with it, and yeah, it's so cool.
Oh yeah.
I've even just recently I've been looking more into the sample-based music production stuff, and that's a whole new world for me.
For sure. Yeah.
But you can get so many cool textures out of it. Like I saw a video on Instagram where someone was dissecting. It was a Linkin Park song from back in the day. I think it was
Yep.
"Numb,"
Okay, yeah.
because it starts with that string sample,
Right, yes. Yeah.
and then goes into the whole thing. Which, thank you. Hold your applause for that singing performance, please. Don't react to that on Vocal Coach Reacts, please.
No promises, no
Vocal.
promises. Anything is
This
content.
is not. This is not an instrument. This is a rough tool. Um, so, but
A butcher's knife
that
as
whole thing was
opposed to a
just
scalpel. Got it, got it, got it.
it's a chainsaw. So they took a string sample, a section of the song from a James Bond movie, an old one, and then
Yeah.
they reversed it and then just chopped it
Oh.
up a little bit, and that's how they made like one of the most iconic rock song intros from the early 2000s, in my opinion.
Oh.
And that's so cool.
Yeah.
Like I don't know how else you would get that sound through a synthesizer or something else, which is primarily what I do. So
Yeah. That's really interesting, because that's another thing as well. Like, there's been a lot of videos popping up on my feeds of different artists and stuff and their process. And I can't remember the gentleman's name. I'll probably get Future Jim to pop up and say it. But I'll probably have him waving back to you at some point, and then he'll probably be cussing me out. It'll be fine. But the song "Bad Guy" by Billie Eilish, like I didn't realize that there's a beat that's underlying that they actually took when they crossed a road in Australia because of our the way that our street crossing things work. The sound that they make, it's a really, I'm just gonna say, it's really fucking annoying. It's a really annoying sound to us, but they kind of went, oh, musically, this is really cool. And then they used it in, I think it might have been Bad Guy in the song Bad
I
Guy.
think they did, and I think it's they used it as hi-hats. Isn't it like a
Yeah.
sort of thing?
Yes, 100%.
Yeah, so they used it as the hi-hats,
Yeah.
which is so cool.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because again, trying to get that sound out of an electronic instrument, you could probably, but not the same textures.
Yeah.
You know, there's probably some ambience in there too.
Yeah.
Anyways, it's I love that type of stuff. That's what I geek out on.
Yeah. Oh, same. Like, something that I've started recently doing is like getting isolated vocals and reacting to the isolated vocal of people. I think the ones that I've done so far are Stevie Nicks and Freddie Mercury. And oh
Yeah.
my God, man. Like, the difference is just crazy once you pull everything apart and take it away from the music. And thank you for showing your Logic screen as well, because it shows people as well that process of each individual track as it goes, because it's incredible how that process works. And a lot of people don't like, a lot of people know the amount of hours that go into it, but they don't appreciate it because they don't see it usually.
Right.
But it's, yeah.
Well, and what's crazy too is even in that session that I was showing you,
Yeah.
if you go back and watch it, a lot of those blue tracks have a little what looks like a play button on it at
Sure.
the top left. That's a drop-down menu for all the takes that I did and saved just on
Right.
that one. So that's not even the only, some of these have like 18.
Yeah.
Well, that one has 2, that one has 2, but some of these have, oh yeah, this one has 12 takes on it just for that one track. So it's not, it's even sometimes more convoluted and crazy than that. So it really does take a lot of work. I was putting out videos weekly for a while, and sometimes bi-week, like twice a week.
Yep.
But sometime around the last 3 or 4 months ago, I was just like, you know what? I feel like I'm getting to the point where I'm just putting things out. I'm worried more about the schedule than I'm about doing something that I'm really happy with.
I
And
get
I
that.
started to get kind of that whole, not the whole creator burnout thing, because I like what I do still, and there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
But I did feel a little bit like I was doing it for the wrong reasons
Yeah.
instead of for the love of the game.
Yeah. I got a bit like that too. I feel like when I got sick, because I took a couple of weeks off uploading videos at all, because I got influenza and it was rough. But I feel like it actually kind of came at a good time for that reason as well. Like, it was a bit of that kind of creator burnout that was happening, because I've been doing daily videos since pretty much December of last year. Because I was like, well, I left my job, and then I was like, balls to the wall, let's go. And then I kind of just went, didn't really think about the that process. I was like, I could do this daily, it'll be fine. My ADHD brain. And then it, like, the actual physicality of doing it and the idea of it are two very different things. It
And procrastination for us ADHDers is
for sure.
a killer.
But that's what these are for. Mind you, I need a refill on those really bad. But
So are you just doing YouTube full time?
yeah, yeah. For, like,
That's awesome.
it's hard to do, and like, but I'm actually in a fortunate position, because I was able to move back in with mum and dad, whilst they've always been really supportive of the stuff that I've done, and I've kind of gone, look, I really want to give this a go. And they're like, just move back in here. We've got your studio and everything still in here. You may as well. And I'm like, yeah, all right. And it's not like I've got like a girlfriend or family or anything like that I need to be, full time working for. So I was very fortunate in that position. So
Pursuing it, man. That's
Yeah.
it's one of those pipe dreams for me of being able to do this full time someday. That would be so cool. So if you guys want to subscribe
Oh
and
yeah,
stream
100%.
stuff, that'd be great.
I need people to go and subscribe to you, because I looked at your view count, right? I looked at the views you were getting on your videos, and then I put that to the subscribers you have. You don't have nearly enough. You do not have nearly enough, in my opinion.
Yeah, I try not to look at the analytics too much. For a while, though, it was addicting. When the channel was really experiencing this exponential sort of thing, I was checking loads of times a day.
Oh, for sure.
Because I was there, I think I peaked at like getting like 6 or 7 thousand views in a day
Oof, yeah.
for a while,
Yep.
and that was right after I hit monetization.
Yep.
I was like, oh shoot, I could actually maybe, like, if this keeps going this direction, within X amount of months or a year or whatever, I could maybe actually quit my job.
Yeah.
But then just right after Christmas, it really, and it's still
Yeah.
it still is a humbling and unbelievable amount of people.
Yeah, for sure.
And it's definitely leveled off at I think is probably a more realistic
Yeah.
viewer count.
Yeah, that happens.
But
for sure.
yeah,
Yeah.
I'm more than grateful for what I've got. The people who support me,
Yeah.
nothing but love.
Yeah, for sure.
It's a weird. I'm sure you know. It's a weird mix of emotions, but I'm happy
Yeah.
to be here.
Yeah, that's for sure. The thing that I find really humbling and really interesting, the people from all different walks of life that come into the comment section, like different countries and different things. Especially when I'm looking at things like BTS or like IU, for instance, and there's all of these people that are coming in going, hey, I'm from this country, I'm from here, I'm from here, I'm from here. And you find out some really interesting, weird and wacky things. Like, it's great. But yeah, because I've started a Discord server as well, for all of those people to go to if they ever want to kind of chat. And it's probably the more personable way to kind of go about it, at least that I've found. And there's people from, there's people from America, there's people from Sweden, there's, people from all kinds of different places. And it's like, this is crazy. Like,
Brain bending for
Yeah.
sure. Like I did I think on my first stream, if it wasn't my first, it was my second, which I do plan on streaming more and being more regular at it. But on my first couple, I only had maybe 10. Well, this is not to downplay it, because 10 people is crazy watching
for
a
sure.
live stream for me. But like there's maybe 10 concurrent people watching at any given point in time.
Yep.
And I think 6 countries chimed in just like right off the bat. I was like,
yeah.
I'm just playing Final Fantasy VIII in
Yeah.
my basement, you know?
Yeah.
But that's so cool. It's a really, the internet, that's a humbling, crazy thing. I'll have to join your Discord server too. I'm still pretty new to the Discord thing. I actually have one too
Mhm.
for the Final Fantasy VIII stuff, but it's I have no idea how to run a Discord thing, so it's dead. No one's in it.
I'm a bit the same. Like,
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
a lot of the interactions that happen in there are due to the followers that come in and are like, hey, such and such has done this. It's like, oh yeah, hell yeah, awesome. And then
Well,
that
I can give
tends
you a
to get things
recommendation for
to.
your channel too.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
If for one of those vocal isolation videos,
Yeah,
I'm sure you already know, but Haley Williams,
I'm in. I'm straight
Paramore.
away in. Yep. Yeah, absolutely. I love her voice. I think it's
There's
phenomenal.
even I think there's even a couple videos out there where it's already her stripped down vocal performance, even like her in the booth. So it's just her
Right.
raw. So it's
Yeah. So
and
like
so it's not
real
been
raw
tuned or
vocal.
anything.
There's nothing
And
else.
it's so good.
Oh,
She's
okay.
insane.
Yeah. Yeah. I need to have a look at that. I didn't know that existed, and I'm glad you told me
I'll
about that.
find it and then I'll send it to you on
Oh,
Discord. I'll find it.
wonderful, wonderful. Because
I
her
got you.
voice is just incredible.
And she still is kicking butt, dude.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh man.
Yep. Because that
I
was the
can't
thing. Like, because
the
they had that.
vitality.
Oh yeah, like because they had that absolute smash hit decode with Twilight, and
That's
then
right.
they took off. Like they were like at least here. I don't know how it worked with you guys over there, but at least for us, it was like Twilight came out. Everyone was like, "What the hell is that song?" And went, "Oh, that's Paramore. All right, let's have a listen to Paramore. I like Paramore now, apparently." And oh god, it was yeah, insane. Like
It
the
blew up before that here, but
yeah,
that was still another resurgence of it, right? Because I think
of course,
the
yeah,
first big one that I remember was Misery Business. Was I
yes,
think a
yeah,
little bit before that, and that was a huge radio hit too.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
And they're still putting out good stuff, man.
yeah,
I
yeah.
got a lot of love for Haley Williams,
Oh, me too.
IU,
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
but yeah,
yeah.
I'm showing all my celebrity crushes here. It's
That's all
okay,
right.
everyone knows.
That's all good.
Yeah,
Elise Reed for me from Amaranth. Like,
I don't know that one.
oh, I got some things to show you, my friend. Um, absolutely incredible. Absolutely
Send
incredible
them
as
my
well.
way.
Absolutely, will do.
I'm always down for cool new music.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I'd love to actually like at some point if this channel like really goes, right? I'd love to sit down and chat with some of those guys and just be like, "How? Like how do you do what you do?" Like
And I think I never think of myself as being a starstruck type of person.
yeah.
But I mean, dude, even like jumping on a call with you, I'm like, I'm all nervous and stuff. Like, because my life is really simple. I don't
Yeah.
talk to a lot of people.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, I don't get starstruck or anything. But I think if I ran into Haley Williams on the street, I would just be a puddle. And
Yeah.
I'd be like,
Yeah. I would have to like.
so,
I feel like if I was to do like, especially right now, right? But like, I'm trying to work up to that point. But I feel like if I was to do like, if somebody called me tomorrow and was like, "Hey, Steve Perry, Haley Williams, or any of these people want to do an interview, like, will you have them on the show?" I would have to script out my entire thing because I would not know, like, I could not have just standard
your
conversation
brain.
with them. Yeah, I
Yeah.
would. I'd be useless. I'd be
I like to
useless.
think that I would be able to schmooze and like get into the rhythm of it. But no, my brain would just I'm sure I would just turn into a stuttering mess, and I would sweat, just especially if I'm wearing a sweater at
Oh,
95
absolutely.
degrees.
You should probably take that off at some point, like because it's gonna be hot. Like I'm sure it's hot over there, and I'm not propositioning you.
what kind of
I'm not.
podcast
I'm
is
not.
this, man?
I'm just not propositioning. I'm just. I'm
Let's see a
saying for
little bit of
your own
neck.
health. Oh,
Yeah,
for God's sake.
here, I'll show you some neck. It's a little something for all the fans out there.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Put this on OnlyFans.
Come to my streams and you'll see some more. Speed running, getting
Yeah,
banned on YouTube.
big. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
I'll do
right.
that.
That's right. Yeah. It'd happen. Let's be real.
That would suck. So I hear all those nightmare stories on Reddit of people losing their channels overnight to just like
Dumb.
BS.
Yeah, absolute crap.
And that's another reason why I'm trying to toe this line between privacy and also just like it's okay if people see my part of this comes with the game, right?
Yeah, of course.
Putting your face out there and stuff, and so I'm trying to toe that line as long as I can until I have
Yeah.
to start,
Yeah, absolutely. No, I get that. I get that. For sure, for sure. But yeah, but yeah, because that was another thing too. Because you were mentioning before that you like drumming was your main instrument,
Yeah.
and so is that where you kind of started?
Yeah, so I'll give you my whole history, but it is hot in here, so I'm fanning my back.
If you
You know,
need to get changed, get changed. Like,
this chair doesn't breathe very well.
ooh, is that leather?
Yeah.
Yeah, I could see that.
So
Yeah.
it's sweaty. I might actually go. No, it's okay. I can sweat it out.
If you need to, by all means, do.
No, please. I got sweat in the game. It's okay.
Fair
So
enough. Fair enough.
my musical history is this.
Yep.
My family was always very musical.
Yep.
So growing up, it was always in the house. You know, pianos and drums and guitar and everything. But my first well, I tried to learn how to play the guitar when I was like 5. And this is not me bashing on my dad. But I remember going up to him when I was 5, handing him this like little guitar and being like, "Hey, teach me how to play it." He handed me a book.
Oh
He
yeah.
was like, "Okay, go." And I was 5. I mean, I couldn't. I saw a bunch of lines and circles and numbers, and I was like, I don't know what this is, and so I
Yeah.
gave up.
Yeah.
And I wish I had stuck with it, because imagine
Yeah.
if I'd been playing since I was 5. That'd be so cool.
Yeah.
But so my first real instrument was the drums. It was back when I was in the 6th grade, which, by the way, I nailed saying 6th. That's the hardest word for me to say.
Really?
I'm really proud of that.
Yeah. Fair.
I cannot do it. Anyway, so I started playing the drums, and in 6th grade, you're like 12, something like that over here.
Yeah.
So I started playing drums, and that was mostly like in school. I didn't start playing the drum set until high school, which was 2007. So I'm coming up on 20 years of drum setting, but
Yeah, fantastic.
I haven't been, but I haven't really played the drum set much over the last 5, 6 years since we moved out to where we are now. Just because we don't have room for it. Well, I could throw a drum set in here, sure, but we
Yeah.
just it's not in the budget. There's other things to pay for.
Yeah. Yeah. For sure.
But so yeah, drum set, and then keyboard in high school too, learning piano and all that, and then guitar was in high school as well. Just self-taught acoustic guitar mostly,
Yep.
and so I pretty shortly after learning piano, I think one of the first video game songs I learned was Aerith's theme
Ooh.
and
Yeah.
Tifa's theme,
Beautiful songs.
and
Both
simply
both incredible.
and Dearly Beloved.
Yep.
Yeah, the Kingdom Hearts one. I learned those 3, and it kind of went from there. I was like, you know what, this is so much fun. I love getting to play the music that I've been growing up with, because I've played Final Fantasy VIII maybe a dozen times
Yeah.
over the last 20-something years or whatever. So yeah, that's kind of my musical history.
Mm.
I started to try and get a little bit more into the vocal stuff 2-ish years ago, and so I have a couple of songs that I've recorded singing and all that.
Yep.
But man, that's a whole different animal for me.
It is. It very much is. Yeah, for sure. Because again, my kind of experience mirrors yours a little bit there too, where again, family were vocalists. Both my aunts. One of them was the first person to train me, and pretty soon after, I was like, "Hey, I really want to learn piano." So my grandparents started paying for guitar lessons. So I was kind of like,
Quite the same thing.
not quite the same, but ended like almost a very similar path, where it was. I had a phenomenal guitar teacher, lovely guy, Jeff. I should see if he's doing okay actually. And I got to a point. It got to a point where I just dropped it, and then started learning a bit of piano later. And then, me being ADHD brained, I got to a point where I'm like, I know the fundamentals. I can kind of do this on my own now, and kind of stopped piano and then continued on doing that. But then, while all that was going on, I went from originally I was contemporary voice trained, so doing your more sort of pop style stuff, and then I'd moved into classical music, which I did for, I want to say, about 10 years, and then moved into the kind of like hard rock metal side of things, to try and kind of expand the horizons there and kind of learn more about the voice going in that direction. And my God, there's still a lot there that I just don't know. Like the voice is one of those things that it's constant. Like music as in general, it's just there's always so much more to learn and to do.
I was amazed. I knew I was pretty decent friends with a couple of really talented beatboxers back in college,
Oh, yep.
and I ended up taking a couple beatboxing lessons from one of them,
Mm,
and just the amount of stuff that you can do with the human voice and the vocal cords and your lips
yep.
and it's mind blowing. So it's probably the most complicated instrument, right? If you
Yeah.
really think about it. And there's no way I think I'll ever get close to being in a place where I'm like, yeah, I'm good at singing. No, there's just too much going on.
Yeah.
I've got a bad nose.
Mm.
Like I like the openings for my nostrils are like minuscule.
Yeah, right.
I had surgery for it like
Adenoids? Is that what
a
that
long time ago.
is? There like adenoid, or is that? I'm trying to think now because I might have the wrong.
Turbinates.
Ah, yeah,
So
yeah, yeah.
my turbinates stick out all the way. So
Yep.
my nostrils are, and so I had a surgery for it. And he's like, you know what? This surgery is going to be great. When it's done, your voice is going to change. You're probably going to do this and this and this. And then, the surgery happens. And let me tell you, the post-op was some of the worst 3 days of my life.
Yeah,
Anyway,
yeah.
after a while, we have a couple post-op appointments. He takes everything out and he's looking in there and he's like, I gotta go. I'll be right back.
Oh no.
And then he never came back.
That's not what you want to hear. Wait, never came back.
No, he sent a
What do you
nurse in and they
mean?
sent me home. Yeah, and I think I got hosed a little bit. I think this, it didn't what the expected outcome was didn't happen, and so they just so
Oh,
my nose is still
that's
messed up.
bad.
Yeah, and we don't need to try and pile on to the American healthcare system, do we? It's so efficient and so great. We love it,
Oh yeah, yeah.
Nothing bad.
Oh God.
It's
God.
okay. I'm fine. I'm fine.
Yeah.
I'll get over it.
Yeah, no, that's insane. No, actually, no, because that is a thing. Because one of the girls that I grew up with, like, and when I whoa, why did my camera zoom in? Why did my camera zoom in? What the? No, stop doing this. But yeah, so it was like, and that's the thing with when it comes to like music and that sort of thing. God, trying to get back on track after all that. Oh my God, I gotta stop waving my hands around. It's the European background. It's just
I'll do it
makes
for you.
bad. No, don't you dare. Could you imagine? Could you imagine?
If I could make it happen to you, that would be the icing on the cake for me. My day would be set.
This thing is so annoying. But yeah, like with that side of music, like music is just an infinite learning curve. Like no one ever learns it.
I'm sorry. I'm just laughing at trying to steer it
Try
back
to steer
on
it
track.
back. Yeah, I know. After all that, oh my God.
Yes, music is good. We like music.
We do like music.
It's a big part of our lives. We like
For
Final
sure.
Fantasy music. We
Yeah.
like K-pop.
Yep.
We like
Yep.
rock.
Yep.
But yeah, so you were saying you contemporary. You were going through your background. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
You're
So it
going through
was
your background.
contemporary training, then classical, and then like rock
And then to rock. I was going to
heavy
ask.
metal stuff.
So can you scream?
I can't scream. I don't know whether it's an element of my previous training where it's kind of kicked that out of me and it's just a mental block, or if I physically can't do it, I don't know.
Yeah.
But I've never been able to properly do it. Like if I had a teacher that could, then maybe it would be different. But I've never been able to physically do it myself. Because I understand that there's like the false fault, like because you've got the way that the vocal cords work. You've got the center ones, which are called your true folds. I'm going to put my fingers up like that. So the middle ones are the true folds, where like when they go together, that's what happens when we talk, right? But then you've got the false folds on the outside that they kind of don't do much until the screaming happens. And have you ever heard our Australian singer Jimmy Barnes sing?
It doesn't ring a bell.
Okay. I'm not surprised. Actually, have you ever seen the meme where there's a guy just screaming in a cowboy hat? Like musically screaming in a cowboy hat? I'll send that over to you as well.
Internet. That's half of my internet is just
Fantastic.
cowboys screaming.
Fair enough. I'll have to send that over to you as well. But the way that his voice works is he actually sings with the false folds. Like he's found a way to kind of like fold them over somehow, and it's weird, and it allows him to create a much harsher tone when he sings without actually doing damage to the true folds.
I did see a video where someone stuck, laryngoscopy sort of thing.
Yeah.
And they looked at someone's.
Was it Steven Tyler?
No.
Was it Steven Tyler?
At least not the one that I saw. And it was on one of the bigger YouTube channels that do that sort of thing. They review. It's okay.
I'll have to look at it,
yeah, I saw. So I've seen some of that footage of what goes on inside of here, especially when you're screaming.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, how is this guy screaming with something down his throat? That's insane.
Yeah, that
and
confuses the heck out of me as well.
It all looks like a different alien world down there.
Yeah, for sure. Physiologically, it's a weird place to be, because the thing is too, it can very easily go wrong as well. For instance, the artist Frank Ifield, which is a bit, well, I mean, he's definitely before our time, but a phenomenal human being nonetheless that I had the honor of playing with. He had an incident where he had pneumonia, his lungs collapsed, and they stuck a thing down his throat. And because they bumped his vocal cord, he couldn't sing anymore on the way down. And it was such a simple little bump too. It wasn't a very aggressive one, just made it really impossible. And because he was a yodeler as well, it made doing all of that very difficult. And don't get me wrong though, later on in life, I heard him sing. He had it back, but he just didn't have that confidence to show it anymore because it just wasn't the same, which I get. He still had a fantastic voice, by the way, but yeah.
That does change as you get older. I remember, so one of my favorite bands growing up is Incubus.
Yep. Phenomenal. Yeah.
And gosh, you may know the lead singer's name.
Oh shoot,
Tyler, Brandon. Is it Brandon?
Quick Google. Hang on.
Yeah. Let's just figure this out. But so I heard videos of
Brandon Boyd.
Brandon Boyd.
I mean, it was a double. It was a double letter. I couldn't remember the name.
BB.
Yeah, BB.
So there's videos comparing his voice from the 2000s or the 1990s to what he sounds like now, and he still sounds good now.
Yeah,
he can still get up there, but there's a lack of fullness.
Yeah.
Right? There's it's a different tone, sort of thing happening. But the dude sings high. There's a lot of stuff that he does that's really high up there, and so the voice is a fragile thing. I do believe that. I'm scared of that's why you see me drinking a lot of water, and
for sure.
Well, that's not the only reason why I drink a lot of water. I recently had my first kidney stone.
Oh no! Oh, that doesn't sound like a good time.
If you know, you know.
But yeah, so look, I think I've got a couple of hours worth here, near an hour and 40 minutes worth of just us gas bagging and talking about music. Probably about 20 minutes of us talking about music.
It'll be, you can have one that's just strictly music related and it's 15 minutes long.
Yeah.
And one that's an hour of bullshit.
Of just absolute crap. Where I just leave in the camera issues.
Me going to the bathroom.
Yeah, all of that, just completely
me fanning
untouched.
myself. Yeah, that's good.
Completely
Good stuff right
unedited.
there.
I would
I
never, but
appreciate you reaching out to
no,
me
of
because you
course,
reached
man.
out to me, and I'm so grateful for that. You know, I want to do stuff like this more often.
Yeah,
Thank you so much again for
no,
having me on.
of course.
Make sure you go subscribe to Griever Productions,
Please.
please. Let me do some boyfriend. This is my first time, world's
Yep.
first
Well,
boyfriend ASMR.
oh,
Subscribe.
I can't do it. I can't do it. I can't. I'm taking my headphones off. I'm taking the headphones off. I can't do it. I can't do it. I can't handle it.
I just heard myself, and
now
I'm
I don't
like,
know
no,
what
I
you're
can't do
saying.
it.
Shit.
I just heard it myself too, and I can't do it either.
Yeah.
I would have to take my headphones off to do it
To do it?
because
Yeah, yeah.
I just heard myself do like one of those. It's all the breathing and all
I
the
can't do it, man. Like
yeah.
some ASMR things, I'm completely fine with. Like, for some reason, the putty things, I'm completely okay with those. But somebody like actively speaking to you in ASMR, it skeeves me out. I can't do it.
It does some things that aren't good
Yeah,
in here.
yeah,
It
yeah,
makes
yeah, yeah. It's like it shudders. Like that whole section of my body is just like, please stop. Like.
so you're saying I gave you a physical reaction.
Little bit from across the
So
world.
if that's the purpose of ASMR, so I guess I'm good at it, right? I should pursue this.
start another channel.
Even if even if
Como
the visceral
ASMR.
reaction is bad, it's still a reaction.
This is true. This is true. Oh my
But again,
god.
thank you. I really
No, of
appreciate
course,
you reaching
of
out.
course, of course. Yeah, no, I definitely want to do more of this. So I'm actually glad you responded because, like, I'd emailed you, and you were the first person that I've emailed for this as well, and I was like, look, I'll send the email. He might just not see it. He may see it and just kind of go, "Who the hell is this?" Whatever. But you responded within like a couple of days, and I'm like, "Oh, this is actually a thing that might happen. Hell yeah!" So works for me.
I'm reachable, okay, people. And I'm gonna use this as my platform for a quick second. If
Yeah.
you are an artist, a visual artist,
Mhm.
please, for the love of all that is good and holy, collaborate with me. I am not a visual artist. I have done one piece of visual art on my channel.
Mhm.
It is for the music box video that just came out of Final Fantasy VIII. It's not very good, but that's what I got. So if you are a visual artist and you have Final Fantasy art, please, for the love of God, help me.
Yeah.
Please. I will pay you. I'm not even joking at this point. I will pay. I'm sick of using. Yeah, please help me.
Yeah. I feel that. Yeah, please reach out to either of us. If they reach out to me, I'll send them your way. Like, not an issue.
Is this my new thing? I do this a lot now.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry.
That's all right. But yeah, I'm a bit the same. I do all my own thumbnails and that sort of thing, and that's the level of which it stops.
Me too.
I tend to get other people to do like backgrounds and that sort of stuff, and whatnot. So,
Which I've worked with some great artists. And, you know, I do want to show off. I'll show off my background here.
yeah, go
Let's
for it.
see. Or can I even do that? No, you know, you just come to. If you're watching this, come to a stream. The
Yep.
background that I use is from an artist. She does really great work. I love it. It's Squall and Cloud just chilling, just vibing. Tonberry on the table. So I have had some really great art on the channel, but I would like some more.
Yeah,
Anyway, there's my plug.
yeah. Always room for more. Always.
There's room for more.
There's always room.
Thank
for
you again, Griever,
No,
Jim.
anytime, my friend. Alrighty. But yeah, all right. So thank you guys so much for watching this. Like if you ever enjoyed, subscribe, do all that sort of thing. And I'll see you next time. Actually, we might see you next time in a year from now with hot chilies.
52 episodes later, right? 'Cause you do
Yeah.
this every week.
Oh, God, if I could get weekly, I would be so stoked. Anyway, see you later.
Thanks so much for watching this one, guys. Let me know if you enjoyed this. If you would like to see more of these, do let me know, and I'll see if I can get in contact with some people and try to make it happen. Also, let me know in the comments below who you'd like to see me interview. I obviously can't promise anything, but I will do what I can. All right. See you soon.